if you live in a place like I do that has a significant number of months in the winter where it is cold and dark, people can get prone to be more depressed, less motivated, and there's biological factors at play, the lack of natural sunlight, and our tendency to shut ourselves off from all the wonderful socializing and interactions and activities that we would typically take up when it's warm. How to stay happy in the winter. Every season has its advantages. First, check your perspective. If you go in thinking this is going to be miserable, I hate the cold, this weather sucks, there's nothing to do, on and on and on, well, you're going to get exactly what you expect. Just as there's specific things that you can do only when it's warm, there's specific activities you can only do in the winter. So take advantage of seasonal activities. Ice skating, skiing, snowmobiling. Pleasure is. Take advantage of the things that you can only do in the winter. Make an activities checklist and do them. Also, one of the things that can seem like a detriment, not being able to wake up to a blue sky and look forward to just going out and doing, can be an attribute. Activities. Number 2, all those things that we fill our time with, those obligations and those have-to-dos. And then when it's warm and nice, we're compelled to be out socializing. We're compelled to go outside and be active. We're compelled to go in a bunch of other directions. In the winter, rather than feeling as though you have nothing to do now, realize you've been given the gift of time. All of those things that you want to do around the house, not the things you have to do. Don't give yourself chores. They'll just drag down your energy farther. But those projects that you've been wanting to do, you now have time to do them. Anything you've been looking at and you've wanted to get to, you've wanted to try it. Those hobbies you've wanted to be doing, but you felt like if you did that, you would be dragging yourself away from going and living your life, from time with friends and savoring the experience of what is. Now you have time for you. All those indoor things that you don't get to do, snuggling up in a quiet corner and reading. If you want to take time to learn a new language, learn an instrument, all the things that you've had swirling back there. You want to make art, to learn to sew. You have a yearning to try something, to practice something, to learn about something. When it's warm, between the obligations of life and the possibilities, we feel a little guilty to take that time and invest in those things. Rather than be bored, you don't have to feel guilty for investing in yourself. Also, matcha. I made myself a nice warm drink. I am in cozy clothes. I am enjoying it. I'm going to do a face mask and pamper myself. Why? Number 2, take advantage of the time you're given to do those things for yourself. You feel impulses to do, but guilt in taking the time. Instead of seeing all this downtime as depressing, people are less inclined to socialize. You're not going out and doing things all day long. Realize you have more time built in to care for yourself. Oftentimes, we literally have to write it on the calendar, and it still gets pushed to the bottom. To relax, hibernate. That's what we do in the winter. And we often do it by moping on the couch under a blanket and not wanting to get out of bed. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about appreciating a day, an hour for you. There is extra inbuilt time in the winter for self-care that you don't have to mark on the calendar and remind yourself not to burn the candle at both ends. So whether you cuddle up with your partner, whether you play games with your children, whether you give yourself a spa day or stay in your jammies all day and binge watch a season of something, you have a sense of extra permission to treat yourself, nurture yourself, care for yourself in that downtime. It's the perfect time for growth. Again, this stuck inside thing does not limit you if you think outside the box. It is the perfect time to expand your knowledge, to expand your skills in whatever you're trying to learn and ascertain. To not feel so alone, so cut off from the typical socializing that we do when it's warm. Just seeing of others outside, passing on the street. You know, everybody's kind of bundled up and closed off, even if you do pass them, because they're all cold and grumpy. For making up for the sensation of isolation, loneliness, depression, the lack of ready and available new activities to be doing when it is cold, it's the perfect opportunity to reach out to people that you don't typically see. Spend time writing, calling, family, friends that you often, again, can't squeeze into that schedule. If you're feeling a rut in your activities and a sense of isolation, see this gap as an opportunity to reconnect with people that are meaningful to you that often find their way, unfortunately, into the background of your busy life. These people will be happy to know that you think of them. And taking it further, go and spend time together. Go somewhere with friends and acquaintances and family that you don't often get to see, and visit with them. This will increase your relationship strength, your social connectedness networks, while giving you something to do outside of your house and activity. That when it's warm, there's so much going on that your immediate circle tends to fill up that time. So rather than feeling like there's nothing you can come up with, there's no one to see, there's nothing to do, use it as an opportunity to establish and reestablish connections with the people you love that don't... You're not going to like this one. Exercise. Exercise has proven mood benefits. Moving our body makes our body feel better. Bad enough to be cold, worse to be cold and sore. And so, move. You don't gotta go out in the snow and run. You don't gotta run down to the gym. There's plenty of things on the internet that you can do a very tiny apartment in a few square feet with no exercise equipment. But you've got to move. If you dedicate, again, some of this downtime to movement, you will feel better overall, physically, mentally, emotionally. You'll feel like, especially if you're just beginning to pick up a fitness routine, it's actually going to be easier because you're not being pulled away from it by other things as much. And rather than just whiling away this time, sitting on the couch, getting more and more unhealthy, deprived of sunlight, sad, bored, down, and then coming out spring going, oh, I'm not even equipped for this anymore. By the time spring comes, you will have acquired a new fitness routine that is a habit to you. You'll be healthier, stronger, and more equipped. It's like training for a marathon. Think of spring and summer as the time when we want to do the stuff. Spend the winter getting fit so you can more thoroughly enjoy the stuff and become healthier over this time rather than what is typical unhealthier due to just general lack of activity, sunlight, and an increase in bad habits because we're just sitting around. On that same vein of focusing on your health and picking up an exercise routine at home or elsewhere if you want to go shovel out your car and make it there, but you don't have to make it that hard on yourself. Vitamin D, vitamin C, calcium, and natural sunlight. Make sure you are including in your diet the things that, yes, we should be getting all year round, but they're more important in the winter when we're deprived of natural light. We are lacking in the vitamin D that sun, 15 minutes of it on our skin naturally provides us. Calcium helps the absorption of vitamin D. So make sure you are supplementing the lack of vitamin D in your life and your mind with vitamin D in your diet. And calcium to help that vitamin D absorb. Vitamin C is also useful in helping other vitamins and minerals absorb. Losing my top here. So, take advantage of seasonal activities, take advantage of the guiltless time to do all those things you want to do. Take advantage of an opportunity to learn and grow and invest in yourself. Take an opportunity to legitimately care for yourself. Rest, hibernate, relax, wind down, cozy up, enjoy it. Enjoy time with your family. Enjoy cozying up. Move your body. Begin a fitness regime. Sounds like an odd time to do it, but it's a really good time to do it. Mind your vitamin D levels. Natural light. We don't get enough. So open your windows. See the light. If you don't have a happy light, look outside. Let the light in. But sunlight through windows does not actually allow the vitamin D to get through the glass, just so you know. So occasionally step outside, even just for a few minutes. Take a breath, take a pause, and get some natural light in your life. You don't have to hide away all winter. Enjoy the opportunity to reconnect with people that you don't typically see, for an opportunity for new activities rather than no activities. And reconnecting with people that are important to you. So yes, it's cold. Right now it's remarkably cold where I am. It's dark. But life is all in how you look at it. Look at it slightly differently. Realize it is not a bunch of dead space where you are trapped inside your house. Your house is filled with things that you acquired because you wanted to enjoy them. Books and projects and activities. How often do you even get to them? And how often do you not feel compelled or guilty to take some time to get to know you, to do something for yourself, to read and learn and grow and pick up new hobbies and all of these things? To take care of yourself, to relax. Do you have time to reconnect with those you love that you can't often? This is that time. This is an opportunity. Savor your gift of time that winter gives you. Just take care to move your body, eat right, get a little natural light, and keep your headspace in the right place. And take advantage of the things that you can only do in the winter. Every season has its place and its opportunity. It's up to us to find it. Happy winter. Love you guys. Bye, YouTube.